What is up, YouTube? This is episode 122 of Live on the Lawn, a full body 40-minute workout where we're going to go for 7 rounds of work with 50 seconds on, 10 seconds recovery in between, so a total of 4 rounds within those 7 sets. We're going to start things off with kettlebell swings, then heel elevated squats, then we're going to go for some ATG split squats before we go with some Bulgarian split squats, and then we're going to hit the chest with a series of push-ups, then blast the shoulders with a nasty little superset of military press and delt raise. Then we're going to hit the back with a series of rows. Then it's time to finish off with the arms with biceps and triceps. Then we're going to hit the core, a little bit of a stretch, and then we're done. To those who are about to get this workout, good luck, go hard, get that squeeze, get it done. Good morning, team, and what is up, YouTube? So in today's workout, we're going to be hitting episode 122 of Live on the Lawn. And in today's workout, it's a full body, a 40-minute workout, and I'm going to be using a barbell, some dumbbells, some kettlebells, as well as some light plates. If you've only got body weight only, that's totally fine. You can grab any weights you can from around the house, even if it's a brick, bags of cans of rice, or cans of beans, or bags of rice, whatever you've got from around the house, just to get that body moving. Some of you may have resistance bands as well, and if you do, comment below and I will try and answer your questions about how you can use those as alternatives to these moves. Alright, team, we are out on the deck this morning because it does look like it's going to be raining. Normally we would be down on the lawn, but not today. So you will be able to hear some birds in the background too, because we're up early and the birds are up early, everyone's up early getting the worm. So in today's workout, this workout is about to begin. We are on in 15 seconds. So we're going to be starting off with some good mornings, so no body weight only, no weights. We're going to start off with some good mornings, and then we're going to get into the kettlebells, the heel elevated squats, ATG split squats, and Bulgarians. Alright, team, tipping at the hip, good mornings. So tipping all the way down, tipping at the hip, feeling all that long extension down the back of the leg, really trying to get the glutes open, the hamstrings open, and keeping the hands up by the chest, and that's going to just help get that little bit of extra mind muscle connection through the back of the body, squeezing through the glutes as we stand. Alright, team, just 8 seconds left here, then we're going to go into squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, squat, heel lift. So squat low, stand tall, and then drive those heels up off the floor. So sitting back into the hips, allowing the knees to go wide, and then taking the elbows inside the knees. So with the knees, we want the knees to run outside of the line of the toes, no allowing of the knees to cave in whatsoever. Alright, team, just 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1, push-ups on your knees or on your toes. So in those push-ups, pushing through the lower part of your chest, and that's going to allow you to get more activation on the chest and taking the pressure away from our shoulders. So really pushing through the lower part of the chest, getting the backs of the arms engaged. We're here for just 4, 3, 2, 1, and sissy squat. So with the glutes locked in, we're going to try to travel the knees as far forward as we can and then stand. So this is a great move for knee strength, for quad strength, but the focus is making sure that the glutes are engaged as we allow those knees to travel all the way forward and then stand. So some of you will be able to get all the way down to the floor, and some of you will only have as much mobility as I do. I'm not that great at this movement, but we can all practice it together. Alright, team, next move, Y, T, W, then A. So with our arms, making the shapes Y, T, W, and A. So taking the arms long and forward, all the way up to the wide in the T, rotate through the W, and then all the way to the back in that A. So this is fitness's version of YMCA. And so when we get to the background of moves and you don't like any of those moves, always come back to this move, and it's a great alternative. Alright, team, long backward stepping lunge to finish the warm-up. So back knee comes all the way down to the floor, driving those hands all the way up to the sky, feeling long and strong from the knee all the way up to the fingertips. If you're feeling good, you can start to increase that speed, but I want that back knee to come down to the floor every rep and keep that knee in line with the toes. If it feels like your knees are caving in at all, go slow. Just 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team, in this next round, we're gonna be going for kettlebell swings. So, kettlebell swings to start things off, and then we're gonna go for a heel elevated squat. So in the heel elevated squat, I've got my heels up onto dumbbells just like so. And I'll be putting the barbell on the meaty part of my back. So that is the heel elevated squat. But we're starting off with kettlebell swings. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can go for a deadlift with your weights. All right, team, kettlebell swing in 2, let's go. So in the kettlebell swing, all the power comes out of the glutes, driving through the glutes to create that float up with the hands. Then the hands connect to the thighs, we tip, and then we power through again. 20 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. So this is my favorite move to get the glutes on fire. And the reason we're starting with the glutes is so that we get the strongest part of the body warm and on fire to begin. All right, team, just 10 seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All right, so rack the weights up onto the meaty part of your back. We're going for heel elevated squats in 2, 1, and go. So squatting low, knees traveling forward, hips coming back onto the heels. And so this is an incredible move for the quads. So we've warmed up the glutes and hamstrings. Now we're getting those quads nice and engaged. So going slow through the movement, not bouncing at the bottom. So controlling it up, controlling it down, trying to feel that squeeze all the way through the quads. The core stays tight. That's it, team. 16 seconds left here. So to everyone joining in, comment where you're from. It's cool to engage. 10 seconds left here. And if you do enjoy this workout, send it to a friend. We want to get as many people moving their bodies together as we can. Just 2, 1, and breathe. Well done, team. So going back to the kettlebell swing. We're on in 4, 3, 2, let's go. Really powering through the glutes. I want the glutes to do all the work. The hamstrings are doing a little bit of work, and we're making sure that there's no pressure in our lower back throughout the movement. So the shoulders stay back and down, keeping the core tight, and it is the swing through the hips. It creates that float of the weight up, float the weight back down. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done, team. So the kettlebell swings are done. Now we're finishing off with heel elevated squats. Grab your weights. We're on 3, 2, let's go. So don't lock out all the way at the top. Going up and down, just come to like 95% lockout. And it's still gonna give all the target squeeze through the entire quad. So we've already warmed the knees up in those sissy squats we did earlier, and now we should be feeling pretty strong in all of the muscles surrounding the knees. This is an incredible move for knee health, for quad strength, and we can do this with light weights. 15 seconds. If you need to do this with body weight only, our last 10 seconds are here. That's it, team. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done, team. So in this next round, we're going to be doing a move called the ATG split squat. It comes from the team at the Athletic Truth Group and the team at Knees Over Toes guy on Instagram. And so this is an incredible move for knee health. All right, team, we're on in 12 seconds. So ATG split squat and Bulgarian split squats. All right, team, come with me, ATG. Just taking that long forward step and allow that front knee to travel as far forward as you can. So that back leg stays long and strong and pushing hard out of that front foot. Just adjust this. So that knee doesn't come inside the front toes, but it does go over the toes and stays on that outside. All right, team, just 16 seconds left here. Then we're going to change over to the other side. Some of you might only be coming to here, and that's fine. And some of you might have the range of motion to allow you to come all the way down. This is improving our range of motion, improving our knee health. Just 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team, check it out. Going over onto that other leg. We're on in 5 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. So one knee feels a little bit stickier than the other, and that's totally fine. That's just our homework. So if one knee feels a little bit tighter, stick with this move in the next round. You can work on your mobility. Nice work, team. So we're already 20 seconds down. Just 30 seconds to go. Keep that core tight for better balance. So that's it, team. So trying to keep that back leg as long as we can. Try and not the back knee to touch the floor in this round. And that's going to get a nice stretch on the hip flexor, getting a nice stretch on the ankle, and taking that knee to full range of motion, feeling strong through the VMO and pushing back up in this diagonal direction. All right, team, just 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Okay, put your back foot up on a couch or a seat or a coffee table. In my case, I've got this couch for Bulgarian split squats. We're on in 2. Let's go. Just keeping the chest up, back knee comes down to the floor. And this is basically treating this leg like a single leg squat. So really grip the earth with that front foot, feeling strong as we drive through. The knee stays in line with the toes, squeezing everything you can through this glute, through this hamstring. So that back leg, it's just there for balance. So there's no weight through here at all. Just keeping strong in that direct vertical drive. 20 seconds left here. So we don't want the hip flexors to try and take over here. Drive all of it out of the front foot. Nice work, team. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check it out. Going over onto that opposite leg. All right, team. So one leg's down, one leg to go. We're on in 3, 2. Let's go. So we're trying to fatigue the quads, fatigue the hamstrings, and fatigue the glutes. You can lean forward ever so slightly, but we want to try and maintain a mostly vertical drive through this movement. Back knee can touch the floor, and that means we're getting our front leg to full range of motion. Nice work, team. We've already smashed one leg, one round. Just 20 seconds left here to finish this leg, and then legs are done in today's session. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe. Extremely well done. Smashed it. All right, team, in this next round, we're going to be hitting chest. So we're going to start with a standing plate press. Then we're going to come down to the floor for push-ups. So, in this first round, standing plate press with the weights. I'm going to use a dumbbell. You can use no weights if you need. All right, team, 10 seconds until this round begins. 5 seconds. So grab yourselves one dumbbell, one lightweight plate or body weight only, and a standing plate press. So shoulders back and down, squeeze through the chest as we're going for that diagonal drive up, feeling all that squeeze through the chest, staying tight through the core, and we're not allowing the delts, the shoulders, to take over, so keep it all into the chest. So squeezing the hands together, chest stays up, core is tight. That's it, team. 20 seconds to go. So we're not trying to fatigue the body, we're trying to get all that mind muscle connection through the chest so we can engage the chest when we come down to push-ups on the floor. 8 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team, push-ups down on the floor. So come down with me on your knees or on your toes. Right on 4, 3, 2, let's go. So chest is forward, elbows pointing back towards the hips, like we're making an A shape, not a T shape. All right, team, we're already 10 seconds down. So you can do this down on your knees or up on your toes, wherever you're at with your training. 20 seconds down, 30 seconds left here. So in that drive, really trying to squeeze the chest together, squeezing through the lower part of the chest. Just 18 seconds to go. Ten seconds. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team, lying on your backs, putting your glutes up into a glute bridge position and reverse grip press. All right, team, and go. So by going for the reverse grip press, we're using pretty light weights. That's just going to allow us to get even more mind muscle connection in through the chest. Taking the elbows all the way down to the floor, squeezing through the chest to take it all the way back up. That's it, team. We're already 30 seconds down, 20 seconds left here. So that reverse grip is just going to challenge the chest fibers in a different direction. So enjoy the different feeling of that different squeeze, adjusting the stimulus, adjusting how the chest will grow. All right, team, just 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team, tricep push-ups in this next round. So putting the handles together, you can do this on the floor in a neutral grip. Right on 2, 1, and go. So elbows are tight to the ribs, chest is forward, and feeling the chest squeeze as we drive up, and also feeling the back of the arms. So the chest is doing the work, and we're making the back of the arms pop. All right, team, we're already 20 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. All right, so we team, last 20 seconds. So after this, chest is done. You can come down to your knees if you need. Just 16 seconds left here. Oh wait, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wait. And breathe. Well done, team. So chest is smashed. Now we're going to hit shoulders, then back, then arms, then core, then we're done. All right, team, take a big breath in through the nose to get 20% more oxygen through to the muscles. 10 seconds. All right, team, with 2 light dumbbells or weights, we're going for a military press. We're on in 3, 2, 1, and go. So chest stays up, core tight, and taking those hands all the way up, and then controlling it down, and then driving it back up. So keeping the chest forward, shoulders are back and down, and trying to keep that core tight. So as we take the hand overhead, we don't want to arch through, so keeping the core tight means we're going to engage more muscles all around the shoulder as we drive overhead. That's it, team. 20 seconds to go. If you need to drop down the weights, that's totally fine, or you can add some soft knees to add a push press up, controlling it down. Whichever way you're doing it. 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team, coming down to some lighter weights. We're going for a lateral delt fly. I'm going with just 5 kgs. 1 and 3, 2, let's go. So chest stays up, core tight, and trying to get the elbows to do the work as we take the elbows as wide as we can. Sorry, not the elbows to do the work, the delts to do the work. So really feeling all the muscles on the outside of the shoulder doing all the work, not the muscles up by the neck. So we don't want the traps taking over. So pull the traps back and down and allow the shoulders to take control. Nice work, team. 20 seconds left here. If you need to, drop the weight down, it's fine. Just use body weight only. 15 seconds. Nice work. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done, team. So now we're going back to the military press. I'm going to use a barbell for this next one. We're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So controlling the weight up, controlling the weight down, and trying to feel all that strength through the shoulders. We're fatiguing the shoulders together. So if you need to, you can soften the knees, use the legs to help cheat the rep up, but then control that down to really get that fatigue on those shoulders. So that is a mechanical drop set. Feel free to do that, or you can reduce the weight. Still counts as a drop set, and by dropping it down, it may allow us to still get extra reps and extra growth on the shoulders. All right, team, 10 seconds left here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done, team. This is a nasty shoulder superset. We're going back to the delt raise. We're on in 4, 3, 2. Let's hit it. So it's pretty easy for the neck muscles, the strong neck muscles, to want to take over. We really got to fight hard to keep the shoulders being controlling here. So allow the hands to tilt forward slightly, and that's going to get that muscle that you can see squeezing there, doing most of the work. So trying to keep the shoulders back and down, and taking the elbows as wide as you can. That's it, team. 20 seconds left here. So at the gym, you often see people doing this with pretty heavy weights and they're just swinging it. We're staying slow and controlled. There's no one to see us lifting these tiny weights. 8 seconds left here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Well done. Okay. In this next round, we're going to reduce the weights again, going for the YTWA. So if the weights you have at home are only light, stick with the YTWA every round. The rest of us have heavier weights, so we can go for rows throughout. All right, team, so I'm going to start with YTWAs with 2 2kg plates. We're on in 10 seconds. So we're going to tip at the hip and make the shape Y, T, W, and A. All right, team, 1 and 2. Let's go. So Y, T, W, and A. Y, T, W, and then A. Just taking the hands as long as you can in the Y, wide in the T, rotate in the W, and then pull back in the A. It's that rotation through the W that's probably the best move in here for better posture. At some point today, you're going to be hunched over your phone, hunched over your laptop, and this is an incredible move to get a different squeeze. All right, team. Y, T, W, and A. So if the weights you have at home are light, you're going to stay with this move on the next rounds while the rest of us go for a row. All right, team. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team. So in this next round, we're going for a row. I'm going to use the dumbbells, and we're on in 3, 2, 1. Hit it. So tipping at the hip, pulling those elbows as far back as you can, chest is forward, core is tight. So if you're using dumbbells like me, I'm going to add a little rotation, and that's just going to make a little bit of extra squeeze on the outside of the rear delt, trying to make that muscle there do the work as we go for that rotation. If you've got a barbell, it's totally fine. Just pull it tight and low and tight into the belt. Nice work, team. 22 seconds left here. So if you're training with a buddy, you guys are together, keep an eye on each other's form. I want you all moving well. It's a team, 10 seconds to go. Just feeling all that length and strength through the lower part of the lats. Pinching the elbows together. Just 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done. All right, team, tipping in the hip. We're going for a rear fly using the 5 kg plates in 2, 1, go. So in this rear fly, this is the same shape as the T. So just tipping forward, elbows pulling as wide as you can, feeling all those rhomboids in the center of the back, pinching together as you pull back and down. All right, team, 20 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. So we want to keep the eyes forward in any back movement. That allows us to maintain a neutral spine, making sure we're staying safe. 20 seconds left here. So I'm tipping at the hip and I'm sitting back into the hips, and that's allowing me to keep most of the weight over the feet for good body mechanics. Now sweat team, 8 seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done, team. All right, in this next round, we're going for a reverse grip row, and I'm using the dumbbell, our barbells. Let's go. So pointing the fingers forward, tipping at the hip, and pulling that handle tight into the belly. So chest is forward, and you'll notice I'm pulling the hands as low as I can, and that's getting all that lat development, pulling it nice and low. Just keep the eyes forward, try and keep the chest forward, and the back is long and strong. 15 seconds left here. Oh, we finding failure. Well done, team. 6 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we and breathe. Well done, team. So smash the legs, hit the chest, hit the shoulders, hit the back. Grab some water. We're about to hit some arms. So in this next round, we're going bicep curl with just the dumbbells. So we're going to alternate biceps, triceps, biceps, triceps. Round 1 starts with the classic bicep curl. All right, team, running 3, 2, let's go. So chest is up, core is tight. We're taking those elbows tight into the ribs, controlling the weight up, controlling the weight down. If you want to add a little bit of extra, flex the tricep at the bottom of the rep, and that's just going to take the bicep to full range of motion. It's also nice to activate the triceps before our next round, which is tricep overhead extension. So you'll notice I'm doing my best not to swing the weights up and down, controlling it up, controlling it down. That's it, team. I've only got light weights and I'm feeling that burn. 6 seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. All right, team, taking those same 2 weights overhead. Tricep overhead extension. All right, team, we're on a 3, 2, let's go. So you can reduce the weights if you need to. Keep the core tight and trying to keep the elbows tight to the forehead to allow for better posture and really get all that long extension down the back of the tricep. 20 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. So if this move is pretty hard, go for a tipped tricep kickback as an alternative if it's too hard to get your hands overhead. That's it, team. 15 seconds left here. 12 seconds. Keep it tight, keep it strong. Feel that pump. 6 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team, big shakeout. And this next round, we're going back to the bicep curls. We're on a 3, 2, 1, and go. So chest is up, core is tight, eyes are forward. If you want to add a little bit of adjustment to the stimulus, pull the hands a little bit wider, and that's going to make it that W shape. It's just going to give a little bit of extra width through the growth of the biceps. All right, team, 25 seconds down, 25 seconds to go. So if the weights you have at home are pretty light, you can tip forward slightly, and that's going to shorten the range of motion on the squeeze. But to everyone else, 7 seconds left here. Stick with me. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Oh, we arms are feeling heavy. All right, team, next round, tricep overhead extension. We're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So there's a lot of alternatives to this move. If you're lucky to be at the gym and you've got a cable pull down machine, you can do that. Alternatively, you can do skull crushers if that's your enjoyed move. But I reckon tricep overhead extension, it's great for mobility. Oh, wait, 22 seconds to go. And then that is us for our weighted movements today. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. So feeling all that squeeze from the elbow to the armpit. Your last 4, 3, 2, and breathe. Oh wow, well done, team. So this next round, it's time to hit the core. So coming on down to the floor, we're on in 20 seconds. So we're going to be going with some flutter kicks. Excuse the DIY. At the moment, I'm getting the deck rebuilt. All right, team, so flutter kicks to start things off. And we're on in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So arms and legs go long, core is tight, and we're adding that kick through the legs. So if you're feeling good, if you want to get a good connection to the core, squeeze it a little bit tighter on the core, bring the upper body in, squeeze the hands as far down as you can. It's going to help get that mind muscle connection to the core. And then if you're feeling good in this position, you can test your strength by taking the hands overhead, but maintaining that squeeze from the sternum down to the belt. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done. All right, team, we're going for dead bugs in this next round. So these first few core moves are just to engage the mind muscle connection. So hands go onto the legs in 2, 1, let's go. So hand onto the knees. So squeezing the hands into the knees. We're going for that long extension. So the power in this move comes out of squeezing your upper back off the floor and pushing hard into the knees. But yes, we get to take the hands and arms long, legs and the arms long, and it takes the muscle to full range of motion, but it's the contraction through here that we're really trying to force. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done, team. So using a dumbbell or a lightweight plate, we're going to go for a C crunch. So arms and legs go long, bring it all in together. Let's go. So arms and legs long, tucking the knees into the elbows, keeping the back long and on the floor. But if that weight is too much, feel free to reduce down to body weight only if you feel like your lower back is coming off the floor at all. We've already fatigued the core, so try and maintain that contraction through the core to keep the lower back pressed down to the floor. Breathe all the oxygen out to get that big squeeze. All right, team, 20 seconds left here. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. All right, team, lying on your backs, we're gonna go for a figure 4. So figure 4 is my favorite move. Lying onto your back, reverse crunch with your leg in that figure 4 position. Let's go. So in that figure 4 position, pulling the hips up off the floor, using that strong core all on one side of the body. With your hands, add a little swipe underneath the glutes as you lift the core up. We're only here for 7 more seconds, then roll over to the opposite side. All right, team, 3, 2, 1, and switch. So using this leg to provide resistance, controlling that weight up and controlling it back down. We're not swinging the weights here, swinging the legs. 10 seconds. Feeling all that contraction. Just 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Holy team, you've done an incredible job to get this far, but we have one last challenge to finish things off. This is 2 minutes cross-body mountain climbers. We're on in 15 seconds. So on the cross-body mountain climbers, we're going to be here for 2 minutes and adding a pulse, taking the knee to the opposite elbow. All right, team, come on down. We're on in 2, 1, let's go. So pulling the hip to the opposite armpit, knees to the opposite elbow, and feeling all that squeeze through the transverse abdominis. Those are the abs underneath the abs. Once you hit failure, that's totally fine. Shake it out, but try and keep the knees off the floor for the entire 2 minutes. We're already 30 seconds down. We're a quarter of the way already. So those first few moves through the core, we fatigued the core. We got the mind-muscle connection to the core. And now we're just blasting that connection, refining and conditioning. All right, team, 75 seconds left here. So adding that pulse just adds all that extra squeeze through the core. All right, team, we are halfway, 60 seconds down, 60 seconds to go. This is team, 45 seconds left here. I'm hitting failure, I'm hitting fatigue. So stick with it. Oh man. So pulling your hips towards your armpits. The final quarter is here. So team, together we smash the legs, the chest, shoulders, back, arms, and now we've just got 16 seconds to finish the core. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Oh wow, man. Team, extremely well done. What a pleasure it is to get to train with all of you. Make sure you comment below. Strong arms if you felt strong, skulls and crossbones if you hit failure as well, and then just some flames if you enjoyed it overall. Team, we've got a little bit of a stretch to do, so take some big breaths through the nose, fuel the body. It's time to hit a couch stretch. So, sorry, not a couch stretch, up dogs and down dogs. So in that down dog position, tipping at the hip, arms go long, legs go long, and then float up into that up dog position, and then controlling back into that down dog position. So try and feel long through the back of the hamstrings, and also feel long through the lats, and tipping at the hip, not rounding that back at all. Here for just 3, 2, 1, and couch stretch. So you'll notice one foot is up on the couch, squeeze this glute, the opposite leg is down on the floor, and we're trying to get all that hip flexor stretch through here, and also a little bit of a stretch through the quad. If you're feeling good, go for that overhead reach. Oh man, so feeling all those muscles that we've tightened up, stretching out. We're here for just 4, 3, 2, 1, change sides. So again, squeeze this glute to get that hip flexor open, square up the hips, and now add that overhead reach. All right, team, just 16 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down to a cat-cow. So in this cat-cow, we're gonna round out through the core and then arch through the back. So just tipping, rising up and down, up and down. Just trying to create all that movement through the spine, through the core. If you're really good at this, you can go one vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up, and then all the way back down. All right, team, our final stretch for today. We're gonna take the front leg to 90 degrees, just in line with our shoulders, parallel to our shoulders. Then take the elbows down to the floor and feel all that big stretch through the glute, through the piriformis, running from the knee to the hip. If you're feeling good, take the arms a little bit longer, take the chest as down to the floor as you can. 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1, changing sides. So feeling that big stretch all out through the glutes, through the glute med, and all the way down from the hip, down through to the knee. And also trying to get a little bit of lat stretch by taking the hands as far forward as you can. Team, try and take some big breaths through the nose, refuel the body, slow the heart rate down. Just 2, 1, and breathe. Team, we're gonna do one last surprise stretch. So tipping at the hip, just in this ragdoll position, rocking around in this position, trying to feel a little bit longer through the back of the legs, and then grab the feet. We'll keep the hands on the shins the whole way up as we Jefferson curl all the way up. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. Extremely well done. Team, what a pleasure it is to train with you guys on this Wednesday morning in New Zealand. In New Zealand, we are still in lockdown, and that is, so we're not back at the gym. I'm very much looking forward to getting back at the gym, but for now, we've just had our lockdown extended. So let's see how much longer we're down here for. But team, what an absolute pleasure it is to train with you guys. Normally we do this on Instagram, but Instagram was down this morning. So we jumped over onto YouTube, and I don't have enough followers on YouTube to do it live on here all the time. But if you did enjoy this session, please subscribe, tell your friends. This is the first time really doing anything on YouTube, but it would be cool to do more on here. I don't mind where I do it. I feel like there could be more people doing fitness on YouTube, so I'm real keen to try and grow on here a little bit and help people find a way to move their bodies. Team, absolute pleasure to train with you guys. If you enjoyed this, do check out my Instagram channel. It's Gary__Mulholland. But and I'll put a link in the bio. But team, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, comment below. It's great for the algorithm. And if you guys enjoyed this workout, or if you have any questions at all, ask away, and I'll do my best to come back and answer you. Team, make sure you fuel up, hydrate, give yourselves a stretch, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here on the next one. Peace.